If you see a problem, fix a problem. I decided to jump in here today and show y'all what I'm in the middle of. I didn't think to film it at the very beginning, but I'm in the middle of making my grandsons a backstop. I was watching their dad pitch to him the other day, and every time my grandson would swing and miss, he had to go get his own ball. And rather than Momo squat down and be a catcher, I decided, let me make a backstop. And it's just simple, and it's not costing me a penny because I have what I need. I had T-posts left over from gardening because I took down a bunch of them that I had to use last year due to that squirrel issue. What I'm doing is I'm just putting one in the middle. I anchored it already. And then the other two are out to the side on each side, but they're actually angled a few feet up from the one in the middle. So it kind of forms a lazy V there. That way, if the ball does hit it, it won't roll sideways and go out into the yard. It can just kind of get caught up in that V and stay back there where it should be, where the batter can just grab the ball real easy and throw it back to the pitcher. This is cheap. I have some extra spools of wire. This is the big open netting type wire that people use a lot to let vegetables climb on. And I had several little small rolls of this. I think this is what I pulled off of my pole beans. And I had one little pole bean section on each side of the driveway. So I ended up with two sections of this wire, which worked out perfect. I just hooked one side of it on this post, and then I went around, I hooked it on this post to anchor it, and then I just wrapped it around the post and went around the back side with it. So this is actually like a double layer here. And then I used a bunch of little zip ties to kind of keep them together, to hook these pieces together, rather than having it kind of bubble out and everything. I wanted it kind of as flat as possible. I'm probably gonna break my little rule, and I'm probably gonna spray Roundup along this edge at the bottom, just to kind of keep the grass from overtaking it and everything. Just make just one little line of Roundup down the edge of this. But I didn't want to have it bulbing out to where weeds were growing in between layers. So I wrapped it around, and the reason I did that, it would have looked a lot neater to not wrap it around and just have a solid piece on that side and a solid piece on this side. But I want to be able to reuse these panels. This will be temporary. Our kids are staying with us right now, our daughter and her family. They sold their home. They are living in a camper at our house right now, and the boys are here every day and they're playing. They're in the process of looking for land and stuff. So this is a temporary situation, but while they're here, we're enjoying the heck out of them, and I wanted to build them a backstop. So this is something easy you could do. So simple. I'm fixing to run this panel here. I'll kind of show you the process I'm doing on that. And then it's done. 3 posts in the ground. It took a ladder. It took a maul that's laying on the ground over there. It took 3 T-posts and 2 pieces of this wire. And even if you had to go buy this wire, I don't think it's very, very expensive. And you can kind of control how big you make this if you wanted to fit into a budget. Say if you could only get a 10-foot roll of this or something, then just make it 10 foot wide. I'm not sure exactly how wide this is. I'm thinking it's about 14 feet wide altogether. That's what I'm thinking. About 7 foot on each side of the center post. So that's what I'm doing. Well, I went ahead and finished up because it's starting to rain. I didn't do a play-by-play, but basically you just wrap the wire around the T-post however you have to fit your wire configuration, and do it with zip ties. I'm a lady and I don't really like these white zip ties hanging down and stuff, so I'm going to come back through here when it gets through raining with some scissors and kind of trim that off so it's aesthetically look a little better, because that matters to me. This is about 5 foot tall. I believe that's how tall it is. It'll do fine for little 3-foot boys to get in front of, so them and their dad don't have to run after balls all over my yard. This is Lainey from Hilltop Home Place. I hope y'all enjoyed my little project. We're going to put it to good use. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.